Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
Shalom, Israel. This is Officer Warrior Allah of the I.S.U.P.K, home of the truth. Today, we're going to be breaking down some more scriptures, breaking down the spirit of the law, which is brotherhood. The whole law hangs on brotherhood, all right? And it's clear throughout all the scriptures. We're going to be bringing that out today. We're going to start in 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20 to start out, all right? Because everyone says we're racist and all that, and yes, we care about our people above everyone else, that's for sure, all right? And that's all in the scriptures. It's commanded in the scriptures for us to be that way, and we're going to bring that out. We'll go to 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. It says, if a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. All right, so God is saying, just like in the beginning with Cain and Abel, all right, if you saying that you love the Most High, or like the Christian church, they sing all day how they love the Most High, all right, and then leave out of that wicked church and walk by a brother on the street and looking at him all sideways because he got the braids, or his beard, or his pants is sagging, or his music too loud, and they hate their brother, all right, but just claim that they love the Most High, all right. And the scripture says, if a man say I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. All right, so that Christian church, they are liars up in that Christian church. All right, for he that loveth not his brother whom he seeth, or whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High whom he have not seen? All right, we see our brother every day. All right, and the general just brought it out that they love to be able to go and speak to the air and say that they love the Lord and still be able to go out and hate their brother. That's how wicked the Christian church is and how they teach us to be, and that's who's up in there. All right, the whole law hangs on brotherhood. That's why the Christian church don't want to follow the laws of the Bible, because it is all about brotherhood and about treating your people the right way. All right, let's get some more. We're going to go from here. We're going to get Matthew chapter 18. And starting in verse 21. Matthew chapter 18 verse 21 says, then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So Christ is saying, no, if your brother sins against you 7 times in a day, that's nothing. If he sins against you 70 times 7 times in a day, you still supposed to forgive him. So if it were possible for someone to sin against you over 400 times in a day, you still supposed to forgive him if that's your brother. All right, that's who you're supposed to turn the other cheek to. That's who you're supposed to forgive, your brother. All right, why? Because our Father, who put us under this covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, he forgave us for being so wicked and going against his covenant. Who are we not to do it with our brother and sister? And that's in the scripture. All right, we're going to bring that out. All right, so that should be clear. Let's get some more. Let's go to let's go to John chapter 13 and starting at verse 34. John chapter 13 and verse 34 reads, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Alright? By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Alright? So Christ is telling us, he was telling everyone should know that this holy Bible is written to one people. It's written about one people. It's written for one people, and that's the blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics, otherwise known as the Israelites of the Bible. Alright? And what Christ was talking about right here, he's saying, a new commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you, as he did for the brothers. Alright? He gave his life so that we would have a chance to come back and reclaim our rightful place in this earth, and that's in rulership up under Christ. Alright, so Christ gave his life for the brothers, and that's what we do with the I.S.U.P.K. We put our life on the line for the brothers, and that's what Christ is talking about. By this shall men know that you are my disciples, if you have love one to another. Alright, and he's talking about Israel. Alright, let's get some more and prove that even further. Alright, let's go from here and go to Romans chapter 12 and verse 10. Alright, Romans chapter 12 verse 10 says, be kindly affection one to another. Alright, that's just like what Christ said, have love one to another, right? Written to the Israelites, but let's prove it. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love. Alright, so it's talking about your brothers. Alright, we as a people are brothers. We call ourselves brothers. It should be self-explanatory. You ain't brothers and sisters with everyone on the earth. Alright, be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Alright, it says preferring one another. So the Lord is telling us to be racist, to prefer your people above another people. Alright, which is the definition of racism in this country, in this society. Alright, but that's what the Most High requires. Alright, that we have affection one to another and prefer one another. Alright, it's clear all throughout the scriptures. That's what the whole Bible is about. Alright, let's get that and prove that. Let's go to Galatians chapter 5 and verse 14. Alright, Galatians chapter 5 verse 14 reads, for all the law is fulfilled in one word, even this, that thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Alright, now in the Bible it explains what your neighbor is, that your neighbor is your brother. Alright, that anywhere before it was that people stayed together in our own communities. The person living next door to you looked like you, was a brother. Alright, in the ghettos today it is just like that. The people living next door to you look like you. That's who the Lord was talking about. The whole law, everything from the beginning to the end of the law is fulfilled in us loving one another. That's what the law, that's what the Most High taught us the law for, so that we would have respect and love towards one another. Alright, so it's clear in the scriptures that brotherhood is paramount. Alright, like I said, the law is fulfilled in this word, that we have love one to another. Alright, so with that, I'm going to say join us for classes every Tuesday through Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We got free online classes, ISUPK.com. In South Florida, we got classes every Monday night or Monday afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. Check us out. Free classes. Come back and learn your heritage. Also, those of you that follow the ISUPK, support this truth. Alright, send in your tithes and your donations so that we can come and spread this truth in different cities throughout the earth and wake up all our brothers and sisters so that we can get up out this hell we've been in. Alright, and with that, I'd like to say shalom.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous treading the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with fight beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do.